Well, as you can see, no head-to-heads, 30, but what a difference in maturity. 30 years of age, the Russian is, to 19 years of age. Still a junior by age, but what an experienced and mature fight he's given here this weekend.
It's an interesting situation for Magushkov because we've got the Grand Slam coming up next week in Ekaterinburg in Russia. So my money is on the team already having been picked for Ekaterinburg, and Magushkov isn't in it because it's a week in between. Having said that, Magushkov goes to take this. This pushes him up ahead of his nearest rival in the Russian team, Denis Iyatsev, who's not here and will probably be fighting in Ekaterinburg. The pressure's back on him because after this, there's the European Championship.
So who do they select?
Exactly, who do you go for? Anyway, we're underway with this one, and it looks as though it's going to be...
Well, it's a feisty start, isn't it? Yeah. ÇİLOÐLU coming out, really given a fight here at the beginning, is more or less trying to get him in before he... is hitting him first before he can be hit back. I think this is the situation. I think this young lad is running on nervous energy at the particular moment.
And Magushkov was just a little bit slow to get to his feet there. I mean, it's only the first 30 seconds, but he's just gathering himself, saying, "Oh, it's a bit of a start, isn't it?"
Do you not know who I am?
Maybe to treat an older guy.
Exactly. Well, 11 years of a difference here in maturity. Magushkov, those you can say with the arm over the top, that left hand trying to cup the head. Well, ÇİLOÐLU, who's saying 19 years of age, junior world silver medalist and cadet European champion, has hit some really good targets on the way to the journey as a senior and still a junior by age. Sutemi was her attempt there from a combination, lovely Uchimata into the Sumigesh, wonderfully exchanged there against the Russian, and still Magushkov really hasn't got settled at this moment. He's a little bit flat-footed as he's come out right from the start. It was shaken up a little bit by the pace of this, the nervous energy, I think, of his Turkish opponent.
It was the right idea that, to come on the other side there, but he's up against an experienced fighter who senses the body movement, that change in direction. He was able to work on quickly and step round it. ÇİLOÐLU, good thinking, he just isn't up to
well, there's a massive difference of maturity here, and I think the lovely Koji Gary stomping his opponent down.
Almost on the arm. ÇİLOÐLU was quick to get the elbow tucked in. Magushkov would have been on that arm. Lovely footwork, wasn't it?
But for a 19-year-old young man, 19 years of age, he's given a good account of himself out here. I don't know whether he can sustain that level of condition out here. He's really battling away. Again, that switch of direction from Uchimata to a Sutemi was her attempt. And but he's trying to hit first. This energy that is flowing through in this contest, it's not sustainable. Not against someone who's so strong as the Russian is.
And we're talking about Magushkov's experience and talking about the prospects of him at the European Championships. He's the silver medalist at the European Championships last year. Yeah. So it's not as though at 30 he's spent. He's only just 30. His birthday was last month, but he's up there, isn't he? Single Shido picked up by ÇİLOÐLU just for that overly defensive grip there, just keeping Magushkov off. I'm not surprised.
Well, when you think we're a minute and a half remaining in this contest and there's still no score, there's a little bit of trouble here, though, I think.
Yeah, he was looking to
rotate him there, and then he was
handle him over, and ÇİLOÐLU physically strong enough to block that. That's a good sign. Everything looks good for ÇİLOÐLU here.
Well, based on how he's performed here in just this final alone, regardless on which way this goes, he's got to be really proud of this performance.
Yeah, I was saying everything looks good for ÇİLOÐLU here, except Magushkov's record.
Exactly. We just know what this man's capable of doing.
Just unfortunate there with that drop. He felt the pressure of having to attack, and when he threw one in, it was a weak one, and he got called for a false attack. So a second penalty against ÇİLOÐLU, but he has not, by any means, been backing off.
No,
just
definitely
picked up 2 errors, and that's reflected in the scoreboard.
Well, Magushkov there, I think he's just biding his time. He's waiting for his opponent just to open up and create something for him. And I think this could... Oh, he didn't get under the hips there for that Uranagi. You could sort of sense that that's what he was waiting for. But there's the first Judo for the Russian. And rightly so.
Yeah, absolutely. The coach wasn't happy, but he's playing a waiting game here.
And here another waiting game, but again, this time...
It's all well and good to be clever and be defensive. That's good. But you have to remember to put in your attacks. And Magushkov has just let that slip a little bit here.
ÇİLOÐLU. Oh, yes!
It's a good thing he didn't put his hand up.
If he put his hand down, that would have been it. With 15 seconds to go, well, hopefully that isn't his opportunity gone. But what a cracking technique there, Koichigari. Oh, and he spun out of that as well. So this is getting very heated out here with seconds remaining. And definitely people are applauding, and rightly so. This has been a very good match indeed. Whoa!
And he's going to score there right at the death. Right at the death. Yeah.
ÇİLOÐLU takes the gold medal. Can you believe it?
I know what Magushkov is thinking here, but it's also a part of him being angry with himself because it's a soft score.
Yes.
He looks for the counter, but he gets pushed down. He gets pushed down. Yeah, but that's a score. He's indicating his elbows, but that's a score.
Yeah. Definitely a score.
ÇİLOÐLU it is who takes it. Not important. We'll come back to that in a minute because we've got the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 73 kilo category of 100% handsome. Right, let's see who we've got lined up down there. Right, the bronze medals go first of all to Anthony Zing of Germany and to Bekadil Shaim Medenov of Kazakhstan. Silver medal goes to Musa Magushkov of Russia. The gold medal goes to BİLAL ÇİLOÐLU of Turkey. Now the national anthem of Turkey. Category. A note on the Hans Sokomake in the under 70 kilo category final. Maria Perez was shown the video by the head referee. She only needed to see it once, bowed deeply, said she was sorry, recognised that it was an error, and that was it. They showed her again, but she said, no, absolutely, that was my error. The only sad thing about it was there was that little bit of almost football-like, gamesmanship